in a bit. Bet. Let's see. We are live. What's good? As I told you, my co-host, on the other podcast, on the other show, and frequent, most knowledgeable political dude that be coming on this stream, called out sick. He's not feeling very well. But we're still gonna get to the show. Let's start off though. Big announcement. Big announcement. My special is August 25th, confirmed. Yeah, it's gonna be a really good time if you like political jokes against people on the left. You got me and you got Hitman. If you like political jokes against people on the right, you got me and Gianluca. If you don't like politics at all and you just trying to vibe, you got Salty Sam. It's gonna be great. Yeah, three really talented comedians. I really these are comedians that I think they really speak to me. I really like their style. I vibe with the style the most, so I chose them. And they're actually very talented. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be in Hialeah at EMA 305 Studios, August 26th at 9. Free food, free drink, free entry. You can't go wrong. But it's going to be a blast. I'm going to put it a link up on my website at donaldespada.com soon, so you can reserve a spot. But August 26th. And then after that, I'm moving to New York for good. That's it for the Miami scene, for real. But it's going to be great. Viano Music International, The Great Latino FM, and myself are putting together this. I couldn't be more thankful for, all the help from the comics, from Viano himself, the studio, everything. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have a blast, Fuck. Well, I forgot to put my phone on silent. That being said, fuck. We got to get to this shit now. Yeah, I don't have a lot of good news to say. As you know, I think we talked about it last time. Nina Turner lost the race. I mean, you saw what happened with abortion this week. The results of Mitch McConnell packing the courts are paying off for the worse. Unfortunately, we're losing rights. Yeah, we have a major problem with Christian fundamentalism in this country. We are regressing. We are not progressing. We're gonna get to all of that, but first, let's start with Nina Turner. Keep in mind, people say, she got beat bad. She got beat in a landslide. Keep in mind, Joe Biden had to fly down to endorse Shontel Brown. That's how much of a threat to the establishment Nina Turner was. Where the president himself, our old decrepit president, had to fucking fly to Ohio to campaign for Shontel Brown, another fucking corporate Democrat. And this is the second time it happened, because the first time they had to flood a bunch of money into Shontel Brown's campaign. The first time Nina Turner ran. So, if they're having to spend millions and millions and millions of dollars to defeat Nina Turner, she's doing something right. She's clearly favorable. They just have to rid her from the airwaves so people don't hear the message that she has to get across. But because that's the most dangerous part. That's why the mainstream media never talks about progressives. They just do advertising for the donors that give them and the very same politicians money. And that's pretty much a theme on this channel. So that's nothing new. But this is rather draconian, what we're going through. And it's crazy that on Fox News, they're kind of there's some infighting going on in Fox News because, of course, 70% of the country's for abortion. You're not going to have everyone at Fox News that's also anti-abortion. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of men who work at Fox News have had to pay for abortions of their colleagues or of their mistress or whatever. It's just like Republican congressmen, It's just hypocrisy. Because they'll still, keep in mind, even though this is illegal, they have the money to fly out and get their abortion in literally any other Western country. So, the opinions on abortion, there's some infighting at Fox News. Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before that? Geraldo and fucking terrible comedian Greg Gutfeld got into it about the issue. And I just want to say, Geraldo says one correct statement every few months, and people are like, "Oh, well, he's the good one on Fox." No, Geraldo's still a piece of shit. All right, so I'm gonna minimize the screen. All right, but yeah, I love though. Please, nobody give Geraldo any props for anything. Okay, just because he occasionally says a true thing. Anyways, let's see this.
A brilliant trick to cool your home in 90 seconds. Tired of hot and stuffy rooms during summer? This genius way to cool any room in 90 seconds for almost zero cost is taking over the market like crazy in the UK.
In a familiar development on Fox News, the five devolved into a shouting match Wednesday after Greg Gutfeld went on an offensive rant. The argument culminates state their case.
Oh, fuck. Alright, this is a terrible video. Let's see. Alright, let's see the TYT version. Oh, but I'm gonna get copy struck. Fuck. I'm gonna get copywritten, but...
Big glorious Monday, everyone! And what a great Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry, the bass is up. I'm fucking up with the sound.
Because our audience is back. You heard them? Take that, Wuhan lab.
No, it's just, I can't listen to Greg Gutfeld for too long. I'm so sorry, like, I should have had this link already prepared and ready to go. But...
This is exactly what I expected. Now, did you bring out the old coat hanger?
Arrogant.
Go for it, Geraldo. Come on, keep going.
Okay, Joe.
Make it a fool of
On this.
Don't you know something?
What?
You insulting punk?
Okay.
Oh, what? Am I your new Bongino?
If you want that role.
Bro, the thing is that, like, Geraldo and Dan Bongino are always arguing, but it's like, yo, even to call Dan Bongino a friend, that just means you're a pathetic person, for real. Yo, Greg Gutfeld, like, look at this exchange. They have a disagreement.
This is exactly
And
what I expected.
he's basically calling him a bitch in the way you're allowed to call someone a bitch on news, like, on air.
Now, did you bring out the old coat hanger?
Arrogant.
Go for it, Geraldo. Come on, keep going.
Okay, Joe.
Make it a fool of yourself.
On this.
Don't you know something?
What?
You insulting punk?
Okay.
Oh, what? Am I your new Bongino?
If you want that role.
As you can tell, things got a little bit hairy on Fox's The Five last night. That was when Geraldo Rivera and Greg Gutfeld went at it over the topic of abortion. And so that means that it is time for another installment of... Yes, that's right. It is the cat fight. And that clip that you had seen, well, that came at the very end of their conversation. So now...
Yo, I want to find the full fucking thing. Do I gotta really watch Gutfeld for the full fucking thing?
Big glorious Monday, everyone!
No, because it wasn't on a fucking Monday. Ladies of the View float a sex strike. Let's see
Our
what...
view on the view.
That is amazing music. Clueless ladies of the View say Trump's wife Chappelle ended up black and blue. And then they had the gall to assume we'd miss them in the bedroom. Yesterday on The View, also known as Dumb and Dumber, and Dumber, Dumber, and incredibly somehow still even dumber.
Really? Even the conservative bitch y'all let on the show? For real?
Joy Behar and Sonny Hostin tried their best to link the Chappelle attack to the Donald.
The fact that Trump was out there saying things like, just knock the hell out of them. I promise you I'll pay for the legal fees when he had a heckler.
I think that Trump unleashed some incivility.
Yes, these are bad things. Can Fox acknowledge these are bad things?
Stretch like that since Jerry Nadler.
Nope, they can't. I am not surprised. Fox cannot admit punching people is bad. Wow.
Of course, The View forgets it was Democrats like Maxine Waters who encouraged confronting Republicans at home and work and told anti-cop protesters to get more aggressive. And let's not forget who cheered the riots as forms of social justice. It wasn't MAGA. So thank you, George.
How to protest effectively, I'm going to get to that.
Black on black violence on Trump since Jussie Smollett bought 2 Nigerians some MAGA hats. But if you thought that was
Not
idiotic,
even funny.
they then tried to tackle abortion.
Women in the world have conducted sex strikes in history. In 2009, Kenyan women enforced a sex ban until political infighting ceased. Within 1 week, there was a stable government. Okay, we have
okay. Sex strikes work. Like, a sex strike, like, if every Republican congressman's wife just decided not to fuck them until they do something about abortion, like, we would have abortion tomorrow. You know, like a Republican dude would be like, what? You're a vessel! You are a vessel. You are not working. And then in some cases, some of them would actually sexually assault their wives. That's trigger warning, but that's actually what many Republican congressmen have attested to. They believe in they don't believe you can rape your wife. Republican congressmen have said this out loud. I kid you not. Okay? So yeah, I'm not just saying shit right now. But I bet you that if there was a sex strike, abortion would be fixed, you know? Fuck, if there was a sex strike and I wasn't able to get laid because of this law, I would go to DC myself. Fuck that. Yeah.
Power than we think we have, and some of it could be right in the bedroom.
Wow. Nonsense. If people weren't having sex in Kent,
All those women are already. The thing is, sex strike works when you're like young, but all those women are married. They've been. All those women have been married for a long time. They've been on a sex strike. Let's be honest here, okay? Sex strike is not a thing for women that have been married for a long time, okay?
yeah, how do we end up with President Obama?
An unhinged conspiracy frequency.
I'm joking, don't clap. My goodness, people. And isn't it sexist? Isn't it sexist to say women's best shot at changing the world is with their bodies and not their minds? On the other hand, if it means the ladies...
Yes, but y'all don't value their minds considering the fact that you pay women less, okay? And then you don't think that they have the mental capacity to make a decision on their own body. So, like, don't even make that argument, Greg.
Digging on ice. Get those women a Nobel Prize. Joy Behar promised to never have sex with me. I'd run out and buy a lottery ticket.
She doesn't even have sex with her husband. Like, these women are old. You know what I mean? Like, you really think old married couples be having sex like that? No.
Seriously,
Why do you think one of the most common jokes in comedy when someone sees a married couple in the crowd is, oh, these people aren't fucking, they're married? Come on.
A sex strike?
A sex strike from Joy Behar is ineffective. But sex strike would be perfect for this situation right now.
Jim Jones threatening to take away your Kool-Aid. Joy Behar suggesting a sex strike? That's like Jim Norton suggesting a sex strike.
Why is Jim Norton there? Total loss of respect for Jim Norton. Why is he even there?
I always hear about this, Jim. This sex strike thing is a solution for problems. I don't believe it ever works or worked.
It's it's happened to me before. It's been happening for 14 years. I woke up, there was a bunch of women around my bed with signs. Hell no, man. Oh, it's terrifying. By the way, if there's a sex strike and you masturbate, are you a picket crosser?
I'm glad you didn't say scab.
That's actually a good joke. Fuck. Yo, I'm so mad because that joke is fire.
For the longest time, when I moved to New York, I never knew what that meant. Like, when you walk up the street and you'd see the big rat in front of a plate. It's a big inflated rat. If you've never seen it before, the unions will blow up an inflatable rat and put it in front of a place that's non-union or something.
I've seen him on a golf course before. I've seen him a beheaded rat on like the third tee. I promise. I asked what it was about. I didn't get it, and my wife actually said, "Do they use union construction guys?" I said, "No." She goes, "That explains a rat." I didn't know what it was either. It wasn't around the bedroom, thank God. But
Good.
No, I've never had rats in my bedroom. Just rats.
Good. That's peace. Good. That's peaceful protest. Literally throwing rats on people's property is peaceful protest. Look. This is what I wanted to get to when it comes to protest. That a sex strike from Joy Behar is ineffective as fuck. Okay, let's be real here. A sex strike from any woman on The View. Oh, thank you for the follow. A sex strike from any woman on The View is not protest. Now, Thoreau and MLK all taught us nonviolence, civil disobedient protest. But honestly, we do that like motherfuckers. You can't say, like during the BLM protest, it's understandable to damage. Yeah, the insurance industry is so big in this country. They're so powerful. They can afford to insure fucking any form of property. Most of these insurance companies, all right? We got to be serious here. I don't believe in doing harm to actual people. I think, yeah, you never hurt people. But property? Listen, the people that donate, the donors in this country, our entire system itself is built around property. So when you damage property, you have to hit them where it hurts. Don't forget, we're individualist in this country by nature. And we've become more individualist as a result of our economic system being completely unhinged. We're in a hyper-capitalistic system. So the fact that we value property over people, right? When protesting, you have to hit them where it hurts. You have to hit the property. You can always replace property. Never hurt people, though. And I notice the way we do it, like this abortion, what's going on with abortion? I just see people marching with signs. Marching with signs just makes these people roll their eyes, and that's it. They just continue doing the terrible things they were already doing. I'm telling you. So when it comes to I think, listen, this is so controversial to say. Like, a lot of people are gonna get mad when I upload this to YouTube and they see it. Gonna say, yo, he condones damaging property. Well, damn right I do, because all you guys are doing is continuing doing terrible things. You're literally taking away rights from a group of people that's disenfranchised, women who actually are pretty powerful today. Literally, it's a deadlock 50-50 between the majority breadwinners in a household, between men and women. Women deserve that power. More women are getting higher education than men. So, the Republicans do shit with voter rights, we march with signs. Now they're physically taking away rights. Come on. Marching with signs is just an eye roll. We're going to have to start fucking shit up for real. And I don't care what people say to me about that. I really do not care. We're going to have to start fucking shit up for real. We tried being nice, All I'm saying is when you fucking shit up, don't hurt any people. Okay?
This is. You should put the camera on Heather's face right now.
Or the property of people that support your cause.
Disgusted with all.
You don't want to turn them against you.
Okay, that's all right. Kat.
Yep.
There's two view opinions here. There's the Chappelle thing and the sex strike thing. Pick which one you want to talk about.
What a tough choice. Talk about blaming Trump for that or Joy Behar and sex. Although, okay, I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the Supreme Court's going to sit down and say, you know what? We heard Joy Behar's not going to be doing sex anymore. So now we got to rethink everything. I mean, it's great, to be, it's okay to be, passionate about causes and fight for what you believe in. I'm just not sure this is going to be the thing that changes. I think she just wanted people to know she was still having sex.
That could be it.
So congrats on the sex.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. But, we're not even getting... What comes after this, though? Who knows what other right they'll take away? Gay people are in trouble.
Rob, the irony of this is a sex strike, if it worked, would reduce pregnancies and thereby reduce abortion. Right. So maybe this is the pro-life answer for Democrats.
What a fucking mental gymnast. What an evil, form of mental gymnastics. This dude is stuck in a fucking middle school sex education video, for real. Yo, what the hell? Yo. Yo, I can, yeah, I don't know what it is. I feel like to have these opinions, you must have like never brought a woman to orgasm. Yo, or you just don't get laid. Like, I feel like to have these opinions, you have to have a problem with sex. You know, like these are
I just think
like, and then they like to pretend sex is bad. That's like sex is a good thing, yo. It's a intimate connection that you have with someone that's not that transcends from mental to physical. You know, like if you vibe with someone mentally, there's also vibing with someone physically. You know, like sex is good for you. You know, it's euphoric. It like releases endorphins. You know, I'm telling you, like. And you can tell, like, how can you be just such a negative person? Like, people on the right, like, it's.
That's The View is one of the shows where it has a certain audience. That's all they watch to get their news from.
Right.
And I personally would think someone with the name of Joey and Whoopi, they'd be really happy, but they're not. But I mean, but they're spinning it just a little bit. Like they said, there was a governor somewhere that said he wanted to not have interracial marriages. That was like at a press conference in 1960. They forgot to mention that, and he said, and all he said was this: the state should vote on it.
Yeah.
Which is all they're saying now. They so want to suppress what could be democratic, they won't let you vote. They will shut you down, and that's all they got.
Yeah.
And that and the economy.
Yeah, that's true. Bad news, Heather. Last word to you. You could pick either topic.
Either topic. I think it's a convenient excuse to blame President Trump for everything. She was blaming the Dave Chappelle, the violence on Donald Trump as well. I mean, we can go back to the gladiators 2,000 years ago. They were extremely violent.
Yes,
right?
they were.
And maybe that's the cause, right, of the BLM riots, the police brutality. I mean, you at some point in time, you have to stop blaming others and look in the mirror. But I do think if Joy Bayer, I am in agreement with all of the men on set. If she has a sex strike, I don't think that will change any opinions on the Supreme Court decision.
And I think we're going to end on that note. That was a very professional assessment, Heather.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to
Why did it make
subscribe
Sean
to
Hannity
Fox
the
News
voice
YouTube.
of it? It's like, yo, we are a dictatorship channel. We are state propaganda. What the fuck? But yeah, it's crazy. Another thing I was going to say, I thought, you know, it's crazy. I'm guilty of donating to the Democratic Party. I am. Cause like I used to consume a lot of mainstream media, like a lot of NBC shit, and I would believe dumb shit. Literally, I would believe shit like Mitt Romney was an existential threat to to uh to what's it called, to this country. Like just good old Mormon Mitt Romney, just because he was a Mormon. You know, because as you know, on this channel, I do have a fear of religion. You know, it is something I do fear. You know, genuinely, I think religion is holding this country back, just as you've seen with abortion, and too many people that legislate believe in debunked myths from 2,000 years ago. And they have a faction in their mind in which they can't deductively reason, and they're dictating the way we live. So you get things like abortion rights and women's rights being appealed, you know. So yeah, Christianity is becoming Christian fundamentalism is slowly becoming, as the right gets more power, right? Because think about it, they're still more powerful. The Democrats have Congress and the House. I mean, Congress and the White House. I mean, think about it. They're still powerful. They can. That's because Mitch McConnell had a project to pack the courts, which he did. But it's crazy. Which we're gonna put on this front line. All right. Yo, fuck. I might get copywritten because of it. But I'm gonna see if there's clips. But yeah, the same way you see Islamic fundamentalism and Islamic extremism in the Middle East, you know, to the point where it's overtaken their laws, and women in a lot of states have no rights, you know. we are gradually, and it seems within the last, 4 years, we have not even gradually, quickly started to become one of these countries, just Christian fundamentalists instead, you know? It's crazy. We have old men who legislate thinking that a man in the cloud is judging what they do. This is silly. This is silly. This is silly. Listen, I grew up Catholic, okay? Let me tell you, I'm going to get real about religion for a second, okay? I grew up Catholic, baptized, communion, confirmation, you know, I went to catechism. I think in my first year of catechism, I was like, for confirmation. For communion, I really don't remember. But for confirmation, I was like 12 years old. I'm like, yo, this is bullshit. This is bullshit, right? And my father, who also, my parents both grew up very Catholic. My mom still goes to church, but my mom won't tell me, yeah, this is all bullshit. Like, she still somewhat believes. But when I was 12, I asked my dad, and my dad is like, yeah, I know this is all bullshit, but you know, we gotta do this because your mom says so. It's like, what? Yo, we have to attempt to indoctrinate me into something incredibly silly because, you know, if not, your mom's gonna complain. It's like, you know, it's silly. These are, you know, people that think that you don't go to heaven if you get baptized are fucking running the country, you know? People, it's insane. It's insane. Anyways, I want to get to this Mitch McConnell. Documentary. But I want to see if there's just clips. Because I might get copyrighted for real. Yeah, it's got the check mark and everything. Let me just type in packing the courts. I'm so, like, I lately I've been really pushing the envelope with the copyright on YouTube. I might get my account suspended. So I'm really, like, you know, Mitch McConnell. Let's see. Fuck.
JetBlue Vacations helped get my flight, plus my hotel, plus Carlos, my local insider.
The next president will be making this choice. The people will decide who should be the appointing authority. So, no, he will not be considered by the Senate. I bet he regrets this shit now. No, he has no regrets. He has no shame. It's like Mitt Romney said, no apologies. It's crazy. I thought Mitt Romney was a radical because he wrote a book called No Apologies. But it turned out that's just been a Republican thing. You know? No apologies. Party of forgiveness. Give me. Understanding that there would be any kind of delaying tactic that would take us past the first Tuesday in November.
If Donald Trump were to name somebody in the final year of his first term in 2018, this is. Are you saying that you would go ahead with that nomination?
The answer to your question,
man, this is 2018. Democrats have the House.
It is. We'll see whether there's a vacancy in 2020.
So look, let's keep track of this shit. Let's keep track of this shit. Dems, because I'm going to get to a point in a bit, all right? Let's keep track. We got Dems, 2016, nothing. 2018, the House.
How we feeling? But if you're asking me a hypothetical about whether this...
2020, House and Senate.
Republican Senate would confirm a member of the Supreme Court to a vacancy that created this year.
Before November.
Yeah, we would fill it. We have an obligation under the Constitution, should we choose to take advantage of it.
Oh, House Senate presidency. My bad.
Senate, to advance the nomination.
And if you are back as the Senate Republican leader, and I hope you are, and a Democrat retires at the end of 2023, would they get a fair shot at a hearing? Not a radical, but a normal mainstream liberal?
Well, we'd have to wait and see what.
Okay, let's just do this for reference because 2022, we're going to just say, of course it's going to happen, but we lose the House and Senate. So presidency only.
The Supreme Court seat opens up next year.
Oh, I love Jonathan Swan.
You will at least hold hearings on President Biden's nominee.
Most hypotheticals I don't answer, and I think that whole question puts the cart before the horse.
You won't confirm a justice or put a justice up if you have the majority next year should a seat become available. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I'm not going to announce what our agenda might be on appointments before we even become the majority.
Okay. All right. So here's what I got. All right. We're going to go what power the Democrats have had while Mitch McConnell was packing the courts. Okay? 2016, Mitch McConnell pulls some fucking constitutional shit out of his ass, okay, and says that you cannot confirm a judge during the year of an election cycle. So he obstructs Obama's nomination, but as soon as Trump gets in power, he gets a new Supreme Court judge, highly conservative, of course. Democrats, no power in 2016. Nothing. Okay? This is understandable, all right? So they did nothing. They had no power. They couldn't do anything, okay? They ran the work. It's their fault they had no power. Let's keep it real. I mean, they could have ran Bernie, but no, they decided to collude for Hillary Clinton. So, of course, they're not even the presidency. Nothing, all right? So Mitch McConnell basically pulls some constitutional shit out of his ass, gets a justice confirmed, but it's crazy. He got a justice confirmed during an election year when Trump had power. Right? 2018, we have the House. Only the House. Okay. Now we're starting to put some bills on the table. Some nefarious bills at that point that Trump wants to pass can get killed right in the House. They start to impeach him, even though in the Senate the Senate doesn't vote to. They still do the motion of impeachment, which is powerful. Okay? But them alone having the House, they kind of did some important shit. They did strike down a lot of Trump's agenda. Good. Okay? 2020 comes by. We have the House, Senate, and presidency. 2020, we are the least effective ever. Listen to me. Listen to me. All these things Joe Biden campaigned on, he didn't do. Right? Infrastructure plan got it got reduced to strictly infrastructure. Okay? Is Build Back Better deal? Horrible, right? They just, can't get shit passed because we have 2 Trojan horses, honestly, in the Senate. But, yeah. So, ineffective. Joe Biden, ineffective. Doesn't do what he says he's going to do. All right, inflation up, Don't forget, gas prices were already going up before war with Russia. But overall, regardless of the issue, you have to put yourself into perspective of just an average American that doesn't know. Their quality of life is going down. Things are more expensive. Inflation is up. Okay? And what's going on? We're not proposing any bills for relief. We have the House and the Senate. You know? We're not proposing anything that would improve anyone's lives. We have done nothing. And the Republicans have just walked all over us. Think about it. How it is that they know that, okay, we can't do anything at a federal level because we don't have the House or Senate, but at the state level, we're going balls to the walls, right? And what do? What do we do? We don't propose legislation that makes what they're doing unconstitutional. You see? We just march, sign. That doesn't work. You have to actually, when people elect you, you actually have to do your job and pass some shit that makes what Ron DeSantis is doing is illegal. You know? This is anyways. 2022, we're going to have the presidency, but we're going to lose the House and the Senate. Rightfully so. Again, I always say this. Democrats get elected and they think just by not being horrible, that's enough. You have to do shit. It's crazy because the Republicans have an agenda. They have a clear goal. Democrats' goal is to just not be terrible. Ooh, what a thing to vote for. You might as well stay home for that. That goes to my next point. Don't ever give money to the Democrats. Do not ever give another cent of your money to a Democratic candidate. I'm sorry. Unless it's, a progressive. But do not ever give a cent to any of these people. Nancy Pelosi, what has she done besides fundraise? They call her this master legislator. It's like, no, her job is to just get money from donors to help people run ads and shit. Essentially, she's just a marketer and fundraiser. So, 2024, it's going to be Joe Biden by himself. Nothing's going to get passed. Hopefully he vetoes a lot of shit. Hopefully so. And in 2024, when Trump is in there, guess what's not getting vetoed? Every bill that goes through the House and Senate proposed and passed on the fly by people in Congress. I can't even talk. By Republican congressmen, for real. So all your Ron DeSantis, all the silly shit they say will become law, no problem in 2024. Random guy on TV that says terrible shit about women, whatever the fuck he's saying, could become law like this in 2024. It's insane. It's insane. But that's why I say we're getting to a point. Marching and signs are just making people's eyes roll. It's nothing. It's nothing. Three Israeli people died today by axe murders. Thanks for the news. But yeah, and it's crazy because they don't even support. It's like I was watching the Young Turks this week, and I understand why they're so frustrated. It's like, the progressives that they had on their show that they were telling everyone to go vote for, they didn't even go and support Nina Turner. It's insane. It's insane. The media plays into the whole far left is silly narrative, okay? Because let's face it, they just do advertising for corporate Democrats. And corporate Democrats have done nothing to change people's lives. Why would a regular person literally stop what they're doing, go to a poll, and circle a Democrat's name? Why? Why? Give us something to vote for. Do something. Fuck. Yeah, that's gonna do it for my that's gonna do it for my stream today. Remember, guys, follow me, Donald Espada Comedy on Instagram, Real Donald Espada on Twitter. What other? Oh, DonaldEspada.com. I have to update the website to put the link to the special. August 26th, Political Theater, Gianluca LaPlume, Hitman Rodriguez, Salty Sam. You're going to love it. Here in Miami at EMA 305 Studios. If any of you are in Miami in the area, it's a free event, free food, free drinks, you know. Just come and have a good time. It's gonna be fantastic, you know. Really appreciate everybody who's gonna either see this on YouTube or, you know, in general. But yeah, I know it got a little heated there, but thank you.